Welcome back to the Synapse, where we dive into the most intriguing stories and historical events to help you live better and happier lives. Today, we have a chilling tale for you, the real reason why Genghis Khan is considered the most ruthless ruler in history. If you love exploring the depths of history and uncovering the brutal truths behind legendary figures, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories. Let's get started. Genghis Khan, born as Temujin in 1162, rose from the harsh conditions of the Mongolian steppes to create the largest contiguous empire in history. Known for his military genius, Genghis Khan unified the Mongol tribes, transforming them into a fearsome force that struck terror into the hearts of his enemies. His empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the fringes of Europe, encompassing diverse cultures and societies. One of Temujin's first significant acts of ruthlessness was the annihilation of the Merkids, a tribe that had kidnapped his wife, Borte. Driven by personal vengeance, Temujin's assault was merciless. He slaughtered the men, enslaved the women and children, and obliterated the tribe's existence. This brutal retribution sent a clear message to other tribes: crossing Temujin would lead to their utter destruction. Temujin's reputation as a fearsome leader grew, and in 1206, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. This title marked the beginning of a new era, as Genghis Khan embarked on a series of military campaigns that would create the largest contiguous empire in history. His conquests were characterized by unparalleled brutality and strategic genius. The Mongol army, under Genghis Khan's command, was a formidable force. His warriors were highly disciplined, mobile, and adept at psychological warfare. Genghis Khan employed tactics that instilled terror in his enemies. Cities that resisted his rule faced annihilation, while those that surrendered were often spared but subjected to heavy tribute. This ruthless approach ensured swift victories and minimized prolonged conflicts. To truly grasp the scale of Genghis Khan's ruthlessness, let's compare him to other notorious figures in history. Emperor Nero of Rome, infamous for his role in the Great Fire of Rome and the brutal persecution of Christians, executed his own mother and pregnant wife. His reign was marked by tyrannical excess and cruelty. But Genghis Khan's brutality extended beyond individual acts. His strategic use of mass terror, like the massacre of the Khwarezmian city of Urgench, where up to 1.2 million people were slaughtered, was designed to instill fear and ensure domination. Unlike Nero, Genghis Khan's actions were not just personal vendettas but calculated strategies to maintain control. Modern despots like Kim Jong-Un of North Korea are known for severe human rights abuses, including public executions and forced labor camps. The brutality of his regime is intended to suppress dissent and maintain absolute power. Yet, Genghis Khan's impact was even more expansive. His conquests resulted in the deaths of millions, marked by indiscriminate slaughter and destruction. The sack of Baghdad in 1258 by his grandson Hulagu Khan led to the deaths of hundreds of thousands and the destruction of cultural heritage. Genghis Khan's terror wasn't confined to one nation but spanned continents. Let's consider the actions of Nazi leaders like Heinrich Himmler, who orchestrated the Holocaust, resulting in the systematic murder of 6 million Jews. The scale of this atrocity is one of the darkest chapters in human history. Genghis Khan's reign of terror, however, spanned decades and continents. While the Nazi regime's horrors were concentrated within a few years, Genghis Khan's conquests and their devastating impacts persisted for generations. His empire-building strategies involved not just mass killings but the deliberate destruction of entire cultures. King Henry VIII of England, notorious for executing 2 of his 6 wives, and Boleyn and Catherine Howard, showcases another form of royal ruthlessness. His actions were driven by personal desires and political maneuvering, reflecting a tyrannical abuse of power. Genghis Khan's brutality, however, was far more systematic and widespread. His massacres were not driven by personal whims but by strategic necessity. For example, after the fall of Nishapur in 1221, he ordered the massacre of the entire population, reportedly over 1 million people, to punish the city for killing his favorite son-in-law. This act was not a result of personal vendetta but a calculated move to deter future resistance. Genghis Khan's legacy as one of the most ruthless rulers is cemented by comparisons with other historical figures. Leaders like Joseph Stalin, who orchestrated the Great Purge, resulting in the deaths of millions through executions and forced labor camps, share a similar disregard for human life. Yet, Genghis Khan's impact was more extensive. His conquests transformed entire regions, leading to demographic changes and cultural shifts. The sheer scale of his brutality, combined with his military genius, set him apart from other tyrants. His ability to mobilize vast armies and employ innovative tactics ensured that his reign of terror was both effective and enduring. While historical figures like King Charles III are known for their eccentricities and harsh demands on their servants, their cruelty pales in comparison to Genghis Khan's. His rule was not just about personal excess but about a relentless pursuit of power and domination. Genghis Khan's ability to inspire loyalty and instill fear was unmatched. His strategic use of terror ensured that his enemies were not just defeated but utterly destroyed. The psychological impact of his campaigns resonated long after his death, shaping the geopolitical landscape of Eurasia. Napoleon Bonaparte, another military genius, also left a significant mark on history through his conquests. His campaigns, while deadly, were primarily driven by political ambition and a desire to spread the ideals of the French Revolution. Genghis Khan's conquests, on the other hand, were marked by an unparalleled level of brutality. His aim was not just to conquer but to annihilate. The systematic destruction of cities and the mass slaughter of their inhabitants were not mere byproducts of war but integral to his strategy. This level of calculated ruthlessness set him apart from other conquerors. Genghis Khan's military prowess was exceptional, but it was his ruthless tactics that truly distinguished him. While other military leaders throughout history have employed brutal methods, few matched the scale and effectiveness of Genghis Khan's campaigns. His ability to adapt and innovate on the battlefield ensured that his armies remained unstoppable. He combined psychological warfare with direct military action, creating a sense of inevitable doom for his enemies. This strategic brilliance, coupled with his willingness to employ extreme measures, made him one of the most feared and effective leaders in history. Henry VII of England is often remembered for his paranoia and harsh rule. His efforts to secure his throne through executions and repression reflect a deep-seated fear of losing power. Genghis Khan's rule, however, was driven by a different kind of paranoia, a relentless drive to expand and secure his empire. His ruthlessness was not just a defensive measure but an offensive strategy to subjugate entire regions. The scale and efficiency of his methods far exceeded those of paranoid kings like Henry VII. Charlemagne, known as the Father of Europe, unified much of Western Europe through conquest and consolidation. While his reign was marked by significant achievements, it also involved brutal methods to maintain control. Genghis Khan's legacy, however, is marked by an even greater level of brutality. His ability to mobilize vast armies and employ innovative tactics ensured that his reign of terror was both effective and enduring. The scale and impact of his conquests far exceeded those of Charlemagne, leaving a lasting mark on history. The eccentricities and demands of figures like King Charles III reflect a form of cruelty driven by personal excess and a sense of entitlement. While such behavior is undoubtedly harsh, it pales in comparison to the systemic brutality of Genghis Khan's rule. Genghis Khan's conquests were driven by a relentless pursuit of power and control. His willingness to employ extreme measures ensured that his enemies were not just defeated but utterly destroyed. The psychological impact of his campaigns resonated long after his death, shaping the geopolitical landscape of Eurasia. The real reason Genghis Khan was the most ruthless ruler in history lies in his unique ability to blend strategic brilliance with unparalleled brutality. His rise from a destitute childhood to the leader of the largest empire in history is a testament to his extraordinary vision and determination. He understood that power and fear were intertwined, and he wielded both with ruthless efficiency. The story of Genghis Khan is a complex situation of survival, ambition, and conquest. His ruthless methods were born out of necessity and shaped by the harsh realities of the Mongolian steppes. While his actions left a trail of destruction and death, they also forged a legacy that transformed the world. Genghis Khan's empire facilitated the exchange of ideas, cultures, and technologies, laying the groundwork for the modern era. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history's darkest chapters. If you found this video intriguing, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the Synapse for more incredible stories. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. What do you think of Genghis Khan's legacy? Let us know in the comments below.